Hello, YouTube family. How y'all doing? It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's late Sunday night. We're going to go right into Monday with the with the pop-up, because the workaholic that I am is going to take some days off, and this way I can fit it in, but still give you curls and scoop. Let's get a hug, because a lot of people need hugs. More deaths over the weekend. Legendary hip-hop producer Hitman Howie T. Let me tell you how important this man was in music and in hip-hop. He was known as the master of the beat. He worked with some early hip-hop greats: Special Ed, I Got It Made, Chubb Rock, Treat You Right, UTFO, Kango Kid, The Real Roxanne. That was all Hitman Howie T. His fingerprints were all over the golden age of hip-hop in the beginning. I like to call that like my time. He was really good at what he did. In 1991, he produced Color Me Bad, Sex You Up. He was the ghost producer on Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison. He worked with Madonna, Heavy D. He worked with a lot of people. Maxi Priest. He was always back there producing. He worked with Select Records for many years. I don't think that he got his due, because it was the early stages of hip-hop. So, of course, he wasn't making the millions on millions that people are making today. But we thank him for his contributions. He was born in England, grew up in Brooklyn. He was 61 years old. Howie, or Hitman Howie T., whose real name was Howard Thompson. 61 years old. We thank him for the music, the energy, the blueprint that he laid out for other producers and artists of hip-hop followed. We also lost actress Loni Anderson. She shot the fame in the late 70s, early 80s show WKRP in Cincinnati. She played the sexy receptionist Jennifer Marlowe, and she was sexy. That show, and if you've never seen it, I urge you to go on YouTube. It was really a great show. Quirky characters like Dr. Johnny Fever, played by Howard Hessman. Venus Flytrap, actor Tim Reed, that's where he became noticed, playing that nighttime DJ. The DJs were different, and it was all about the workings of a radio station. And for me to fall in love with this show, when I was thinking about radio, and then I got into radio, and then I saw that, yeah, you can have some pretty quirky people in radio. It was a very good show. Loni Anderson was 79, her birthday. She's about to turn 80 on Tuesday. One of the things about Loni Anderson, she was on the Love Boat and different type shows, but it was her marriage to Burt Reynolds. And I know y'all going to say, here go Patty, bringing up that bad marriage. What seemed like a pairing of two Hollywood bigwigs turned into a disaster. They adopted a son, but that marriage was wild, and it ended. They stayed in the tabloids. This, of course, before social media, when tabloids were king. He's like, she's cheating on me. She's like financial misconduct, and then he beat me up. It was crazy, and they were all over the headlines. And it was a shame, because you become more known for the scandal than you do for your respective career. Loni Anderson was surrounded by her children and her family. She had been sick for some time. Loni Anderson, dead at the age of 79. Speaking of scandals, I don't know how they're going to keep this one quiet, but y'all know I love Sha'Carri Richardson, the reigning world champion runner, got into some trouble over the weekend. She got into a little altercation with her boyfriend, and they said she was beating him up in a Seattle airport. She shoved him, in a wall with his backpack. The cops come. He was like, we all right. We just like any other couple. They were like, nope. They arrested her. She was in jail for, I guess, for no more than like 12 hours. They got her out of it because in September, it's going to be huge. The World Championships are taking place in Toronto. They don't want no scandal going in to this. He says, the boyfriend, I'm not pressing any charges, but Sha'Carri, she's going to have to be careful. When you fight in public, people looking, you loud and cussing and stuff. And, oh, boy. They're not commenting. The race people, they're not commenting. They don't want they want no controversy going into this. This is kind of like the starting gear up for the next Olympics. So they don't want any controversy. And this could hurt her brand. As she goes and has different places that she's representing and her brand, she doesn't want anything to hurt that either. So hopefully it will not. How many of you remember Hurricane Katrina? Over 20 years ago, it was devastating down in New Orleans when the levees broke. Well, there's a new documentary streaming on Hulu. And I'm just going to warn you, because I started watching it this weekend. You might get triggered. Do you remember how watching it, it just seemed so sad that these people lost their homes, that levee breaking, the devastation, the damage. It was just a mess. And I love the city of New Orleans. Just a great, great city. And to watch what was happening down there, you will get triggered. That's all I'm going to say. So if you watch it, just brace yourself that you might find yourself getting mad all over again, because there were so many things that were done wrong and the way those people in New Orleans suffered. Looking at the box office, the Fantastic Four: First Steps, #1 again. It's already made its money back. Where did The Naked Gun come in? A movie that cost $42 million to make came in at #3, taking in $17 million. Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, Busta Rhymes playing a detective is sure to make its money back as well. I always tell you, it's about the money that you're able to make back. Busta had a great weekend. He got a star Friday on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Big Daddy Kane was there. You had LL Cool J that was there. It was quite a moment. Another big moment as we switch gears a little bit. Lunel, I love you. She got the key to the city of Atlanta. And singer Johnny Gill got a big honor. He got the key to New York City. They had a great event. I wish I could have been there if I was 3 people. That's how busy I was this weekend. If I was 3 people, one of those people would have been up there in New York for that block party in Harlem because it looked amazing. Well, it looks like Diddy is not going to get a presidential pardon. Trump recently gave an interview on Fox News and says he does not see himself giving him a pardon because he said Diddy said some mean things to him during the campaign. And I'm like, I really thought that Trump would, but I think people are in his ear like, don't you go give him no pardon. Diddy's people are trying everything to get him out. The sentencing is October 3rd. Now, will the judge add another year or more time, or will he say time served? I think the biggest fear, and please let me know what you think, is that he's going to seek revenge on those who testified against him. I mean, he showed a very violent side. He had a very violent side in his life. Let's put it like that. Well, Diddy's latest baby mama, the mother of his youngest child, has come forward. She's written a letter to the judge saying, Diddy is not a danger. He has not been for many years. His children, all 7 of them, and she's got number 7, need his emotional and financial care. She says, yes, mistakes were made. because he stomped on her stomach while she's pregnant. But she wrote this letter. Now, here's my question to you. Is it all about the money? Is she just doing this for money? Do you think they're telling her, you ain't going to get no money if he don't get out of jail? You better write that judge and say he's not a danger. But for many people, they still feel, he may be seeking revenge. I said it last week. I said, child, I feel bad for Cassie and the other girl and anybody else who testified. Will he be seeking revenge? It's going to be interesting what that judge does on October 3rd. Can they get him out before? It's going to be interesting. But baby mama, the mother of his 7th child, says he is no longer a danger. I got a show. You guys got to be on the lookout, coming to Apple TV. What do Megan Thee Stallion and Lionel Richie have in common? You're probably saying, nothing. Yes, they do. They're the executive producers of a new show entitled K-pop. K-pop artists are huge, and they're teaming up with big American artists. It's all set in Seoul, South Korea. That guy that was on American Idol, he was really bad, but he just became a star. That guy, Psy, the Korean entertainer, he's going to be one of the hosts, and it's called K-pop. What's the premise here? You got these K-pop stars teaming up with American stars, such as Patti LaBelle, Eve, Spice Girls, Boyz II Men, Taylor Dayne, TLC, Ava Max, Vanilla Ice, Boy George. They're all teaming up with an 8-part series. It starts streaming on August 29th. I'm excited to see what it's going to be. I really am. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. And K-pop, with the K-pop groups, they'll have like 13 members. I thought, oh Lord, I know they ain't making no money. But why do we think like that? We think, it's way too many up there, all that dividing of the money. But they're hugely popular, and they've made inroads into the American music scene. This show, August 29th, everybody, on Apple TV. I saw a preview. It's like they say it's like all over TikTok. I saw a preview, and it did look good. It's not cute not knowing, and now we know. Auntie is going to be taking a few days off. So sometimes you don't see a video. I'm probably on some beach somewhere listening to the sounds of the ocean. Even Superwoman has to take her cape off and say, I need a break. But I will be keeping you up to date, and I know we're going to be up and running on Tuesday. It's not cute not knowing. Once again, I threw out questions, so please leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel. You never miss a thing. Leave your comments. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. As I said, I love hearing from you. I'm in my soft girl era with my nails. I want to do something different. So I call this my soft girl era with this soft pink. It's not cute not knowing. Can we do another hug? Can we? There's a lot going on in the world, and someone somewhere could use a hug. Have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.